Welcome back. This is page 7 and 8 of Bad Women of South Central LA. Okay. She had some of her grandsons living with her as well as friends. At times she would have 12 people in her two-bedroom apartment. That meant people sleeping everywhere. Her grandsons were Elias and Man Man, and their sisters were Tiny and Miko. Miss Annie's house was known as the house full of beggars and one of the unclean houses out of all the apartments. The last apartment house was where Stacy lived. Her back door sat in the alley. Across from Stacy's apartment was Ashley and her husband Robert. They were a couple that had been together since high school. Stacy liked Ashley as her neighbor and would have small talk sometimes. Ashley and her husband were laid back and mostly kept to themselves. The female neighbors were already hating on Stacy. They would gather together and discuss Stacy being new to the area and how they didn't appreciate their boyfriend smiling and starting small talk with her. Once Stacy overheard one of the girls say under her breath, "She's not really black." Stacy looked in their direction to let them know that she heard what they said about her, but ignored a potential confrontation and flipped her hair. Then continued to dump her trash and go back in her house. Stacy knew eventually that there would be some problems between herself and the female neighbors. She could feel the jealousy in the air when she would come outside freshly dressed and smelling good. Their noses would turn up on their faces, with the haters seeping out of their pores. Stacy's phone rang and she chatted briefly with Danae. "I love you, cousin. You stay telling the truth. And thank you for listening to me when I needed to vent about these hating ass females that are at my school and outside too." Thanks for watching and listening to pages 7 and 8 of Bad Women of South Central LA, my first novel. It's available on Amazon.com under books, obviously. So if you don't want to wait for page 9 and 10 video from me, or you want to know what else happens in the story, go ahead and purchase your copy today. And feel free to share my video with your friends and family on your own social networks. Thanks.